A warm bed, a rainy morning, perfect time for a cup of coffee. But you're on the AT, so it's a little bit of a process. Once you've got on your rain jacket and your camp shoes, you head out. Luckily, you stayed at a shelter, so there's a water source a little walk away. Once you get down there, you squat down with stiff knees and fill up. Back in the shelter, you filter it, set up your stove, and start heating it up. In the meantime, clean out leaf bits that somehow mysteriously always end up in your cup before putting in your instant coffee and powdered creamer. As you're waiting, take a second to soak in where you are. Finally, it's steaming, so you turn the stove off and pour in the hot water. Take a sip, take a drink, and take in the moment before starting your day. Today is a pretty unaverage day. Because my birthday was last week, my parents sent me a package to the town of Killington, and it's Sunday today, so I have to wait till tomorrow to pick it up. So, a little treat, staying in a hotel tonight. We only have 2 miles to a road where it's apparently the best to hitch from, so just have to go to a road today, and it's an easy peasy day after that. Star Lodge and Resort. It smells so good. It's so big. It's so clean. On the dinner menu, we had microwave pizzas paired with a Vermont beer. For today's beer selection, we're drinking Long Trail Ale, previously seen on Beer and Beautiful Places during the Road Trip Brew Essay series. This was the beer I drank in Vermont at the top of, or I should say after I hiked Bromley Mountain. This sock has washed through mud for, I would say, over a week now. Let's see just how disgusting it is, folks. Is that coffee in that sink? No, that's my sock water. It literally just keeps on coming out of these socks. After a microwave breakfast, I worked on video stuff and Smoke played Wii. I found a book my parents would read to me when I was little, then teared up because I missed those days. Luckily, I was on my way to feel connected to my parents across the distance. Alright, so because it was my birthday last week, my parents sent me a package. Moment of truth. Big birthday moment. Oh no. When will this box ever be open? Okay, there's all the tape. Moment of truth. Oh, they're so sweet. So many wonderful things. Have a beautiful day. Enjoy it all. And this is a long story, but my mom got this tissue paper crown in a Christmas cracker that I brought back from Australia. And she loved it so much, and now she mailed me my own tissue paper crown.
Happy birthday!
Thank you. Oh, how sweet. So far, it's been all my favorite resupply stuff. I don't know how they know me this well to know exactly what flavors of things I like. Extra hair ties, extra plastic bags. They sent me some warm things that I asked for. Birthday cake, Chex Mix bars, and 2 gifts. This looks locally made from our hometown. Oh, cool! A bracelet. And like all the colors are supposed supposed to be chakras. I don't really know what that is, but that's cool. In that very beautifully wrapped package. Oh boy! Socks! Yes! Oh man, look how white these are, and they will never be this white again. Oh, but they feel so soft. Oh, I can't wait! How awesome. Thank you, Mom and Dad. Cheers! And for those of you that like hearing about gear, I'm mailing a few things home as long as I've got a box and some tape thanks to our friend Jolly Green Giant. I'm gonna send back that really nice bracelet because I think I'll get it dirty or break it or something. I have 3 pairs of shorts, so I'm sending one home. When we were at the lake house, our host, the trail angel Joanne, was like, hey, I have some clothes I'm giving away. Is this useful to anyone? And I'm like, yes, I would love this shirt, but I don't need it while I'm hiking. I already have a lot of shirts. On that same note, I had this white shirt that I would wear on 0 days and in town, but since I have my tank top now, I don't really need it. And sunglasses that I never use. All of that is getting sent home today. Moving away from extra stuff I have and just carrying the bare minimum and getting warmer gear sooner. Last thing, I am throwing away these socks. They're thinner because they're running socks, which I like in the warmer months, but they are worn to shreds and they used to be colorful, but now they're just the color of mud. They're worn to the bone. I'm throwing them away because I got new socks now. What'd you get for lunch?
I got the Smoke Master.
It's named after you?
It is. It's smoked ham, smoked cheese, lettuce, olive oil, and it looks amazing. I'm pretty excited.
Back on the trail, and boy is it beautiful. To be honest, we were very close to a section of the trail, but it wasn't the same parking lot that we left off on. There was a little bit of miles between the two, but I was like, honestly, it's not worth spending so much time hitching a ride back to where we left off. Let's just not be perfect and get back to the trail as soon as possible. So that's what we did, and I don't really regret it, honestly. Yes, some people like to do every single step of the trail, but I just want to not bend over backwards just to do that. You know what I mean?
That's great.
Here we are on trail, and there is a ladder to go down instead of trying to go down a really steep hill. Smoke Master, I understand you have some very strong feelings about this ladder.
So almost 1,800 miles, 18,000 miles in, and never seen anything unnatural like this. It's a ladder. It's a metal ladder. They walked a ladder out here 3 miles. If you could please show this over here. This does look difficult, yes.
Smoke!
This does look pretty difficult.
There's no way!
This does look difficult, but you can make it. Look, you hop down to here, then you go to that platform, and bam, you're on the ground. It's gonna hurt your knees, yeah. But we're thru hikers. Our legs are strong. We can take anything.
I don't think that's even the hardest down I've seen.
Yeah.
Out here, like, of ones that deserve a ladder. I don't know if I agree that this one does.
This one does not deserve a ladder.
I like the ladder.
That is the point that I'm making. It doesn't deserve a ladder.
Laddergate 2023. Stay tuned for more updates. Are you investigating?
So just for the record, all right, Smoke Master here, that is where we came from. All right, we have this little bitty walk down right here, bam, here. You jump from here to here, bam, and you're good. And then you're on your way. You're right here. They didn't need to replace this with this, is my point.
Comment what you think about this terrible controversy. It's really, really hard to get up this morning. I've been moving so slowly. It's raining. It's a little cool. I just want to stay in bed. But eventually, you just gotta put on your rain jacket and go. Now, this morning I have something to show you. Not really on a fun note, but it is an important one. We had a fellow outdoorist, a section hiker, I believe, that lost his life around here this year, unfortunately. I wanted to show the memorial because it's just a really important reminder. Anything can happen to anyone at any time. Out here on the AT, it seems like, oh, we'll be in town in a few days. It's not really that dangerous, but it is, and it can happen to anyone.
This is a very dangerous adventure, sport, activity, whatever you want to call it. This is very dangerous, and there are some decisions that you have to make while hiking that could be life-threatening. And I just want to say to everyone out there that if you ever feel like there's an obstacle that's too tough to cross, rocks too big, it's not a bad thing if you have to turn around. If you have to turn around and go back, it's fine. You can always find another way around. Some days, you're just not meant to hike through that path.
Rest in peace, Steady Eddie. We'll be thinking of you today. Thankfully, there's an enclosed cabin called the Lookout where we could take a drying out break. That was the Lookout shelter, and I got there at like 11:15, and it's now past 2 and I'm leaving. I laid down and took a nap, ate a big hot lunch, let stuff dry, and I have no regrets. We're gonna be hiking late into the night, but I don't mind. It was worth it to rest up and get warm. Also, P.S., that was last week. My goal for this week was to create moments of joy, and that was one of them. You know, like I could have pushed myself to keep going, but relaxing, enjoying the fire, enjoying other people's company, that was worth the extra time. In a spot where the trail crosses a road, we tried to help get a van unstuck from a rained-out parking lot. We got some cantaloupe from a farmer nearby. What you eating?
Cantaloupe.
And tried just about everything. Eventually, they decided there wasn't much we could do and they'd have to call someone tomorrow. But this was a shuttle for a hostel, and because we helped them, we got to stay at the hostel. We got towels, washcloths, loaner clothes, and a beautiful, clean shower. Have a little yoga studio here and projector for movies. That's exactly what we did. In the morning, Wise Pine served their own breakfast. We got to take a Polaroid and it was back to the trail.
Yes, patio is here. No pun intended.
This is Patio. He's been doing trail magic for years, and that's who's bringing us trail magic today.
Yeah, 2016. Met many hikers. Everybody's an individual, and the greatest people are right here, right now. Met over 3,000 hikers.
That's great.
Here we are. And live in the moment, you live forever. And the trail never ends. When you step off Kayaking, it's the beginning of everything.
if you look, you can tell blackberry, or just berry in general, season is ending. Smoke Master, how does that make you feel?
Makes me very sad because there's slim pickings. You get the very little baby ones when I'm so used to the big, juicy, giant berries.
About a year or so ago, I found out that grass wasn't as natural as you kind of think it was. You know, if you see a park with a field full of grass, it probably used to be a field of tall grass, or a forest or something that was bulldozed to be in a city. But anyway, I didn't realize that grass was so common. Well, no. At first I thought grass was very common. Then I thought it wasn't. Then I came to places like this on the AT, and turns out it is. This looks like a public park right now, but it's natural. How is that? Here we are looking at this lovely hill, and then, is that orange on a tree? Are the seasons changing? Is summer over? We are pretty far up north, so maybe this is the beginning of fall.
Trying to go tubing?
Yeah, let's go. Our destination for the day was a place called the Blue Barn, a place where a trail angel lets hikers stay at their home.
Hey, where are you going? I'm not going with you. And I see what they mean now.
She usually goes from hiker to hiker to hiker till she finds the real cat person.
It's right here. You found him. Oh.
Not only did we get to sleep inside again in a bed, but they had a selection of movies. There was the nostalgia of watching a VHS tape.
Yeah. Or I'd always be the one that remembered to rewind it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Right. I used to have one of those rewinders look like the core.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's cool. I used to have to like call my friends at their house, and the phone was attached to a wall.
And we could even order pizza.
First of all, I'm 14.
What an awesome place to stay. Thank you to Trail Angel Linda, if you ever see this, for letting us stay there. I loved having pizza and watching a movie for the second night in a row. Man, it seems like the past 2 weeks have been so hard, but this week has just been like coincidentally really awesome stuff happening every single day. in the concrete of that pillar over there, it says, "This is the Vermont and New Hampshire state line, our second to last state line." Ah, what a moment. It's getting so close to the end, it's so weird. In the town of Hanover, there's a few places that give out things for free to hikers. So as you can imagine, they're very popular.
You guys sip some coffee, eat a donut.
Can I get the chocolate one? Yeah. After donuts, we got to pick out 2 handmade caramels, followed by a free slice of pizza.
So guess who somebody taught me today?
Other hikers have feasted in the Dartmouth College dining hall, which didn't work out for us, but luckily some kind students got us meal plan food anyway. We were allowed to hang out inside in this basement though, where I took a big old nap. And then for the rest of the day, I just hung out. All of a sudden I look up from my phone and everyone left and it's 9 o'clock and I have to go find somewhere to sleep because we're not allowed to stay here. Great. I shed some tears of frustration for letting time get away. Luckily though, we could camp in a baseball field close by.